Alright, so this video will be on wealth creation, and in this video I really want to dive deep in terms of the power and the importance of a budget, why you need a budget. Let's say, for example, Harry, this is a hypothetical man named Harry, and he makes $100 a week, and Harry's expenses are $90 a week. No, let's say $40 a week. But the point of what I'm saying is that a budget will allow you. What are you shaking your head about? My wife is shaking her head. Anyways, yeah, a budget allows you to divide things up so that you have, for example, you have one source of income, yes, but that one source will be divided up into 5 streams of income. So what was recommended to me through a book, The Wealth Chef by Ann Wilson, was to have the columns that you separate your money into. The first one being investment. So she recommended 10%. And recently I heard in an interview on The Breakfast Club that a financial advisor recommended nothing more than 30% unless you really want to have heartache. So Ann Wilson recommended 10%, or her categories are first, and the percentage varies. The first one is investment. The second one is big expenses, which encompasses anything like a wedding, a new car, a new house, big expenses. So the third one is education, self-development, self-help courses, going back to school. The fourth one would be small getaways, which is like going out to the movies, going dancing, horseback riding. And the last one would be charity. There's scientific evidence to show us that the more you give, the more you get. And so, but yeah, so the thing is, regardless of how much you're making, there's that saying, you want to pay yourself first. So how much ever you're making, you need to divide it up. So even if you're going through a hard time or a good time, you still have money set aside for investing. You still have money set aside for education. You still have money set aside for big expenses. You still have money set aside to go out. So, imagine like if you're whatever is happening, but these things helps to keep you in check. And you'll find on this channel, with regards to living a fulfilling life, everything somehow encompasses and it complements the other things. Self-love, by practicing certain discipline, it's a way of showing self-love to yourself. By you maintaining a budget, that the discipline, the willpower it requires for you to set aside that money, that's a sign of self-love for yourself. And with that being said, that's the power of having a budget, and I urge you to have a budget. And you can check out the book The Wealth Chef by Ann Wilson. Highly recommend it. And also Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It wouldn't help you with budget, but it would help you to see the difference between an asset and a liability.